That's what you got. You got Esau ruling. Esau ain't never children.
Yeah, children have to be oppressed.
Right.
So you got to run the household.
All right, we good? All right, hey, Shalom, Shalom. We the Brothers of Great Millstone, Church of Birmingham, Alabama, and always want to give all praise, honor, and glory. Yeah, that's the correct name. But the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son and the Holy Spirit in the ancient Hebrew tongue. Also want to give double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, men whom we believe through faith to be raised up here in these latter days to the the word of Yahweh Shema Shah. Also want to say shalom to the believers out there, you know, and the Akim is laboring as well, you know. The brothers and sisters like that subscribe to this truth, you know, everybody that has been called into this marvelous light. We back out here once again, pretty much being a thorn in the side of Esau, man. Because right now, we were just kind of briefly speaking on it. You know, Esau shut channels down. Hey, that's proof right there that we're doing the right thing, man. Because it was foretold. Matter of fact, get that the Wisdom of Solomon out. Is that the second chapter? Where Esau reasoning with himself. Oh, yeah. And somebody can hold, I think, Psalm the 37th chapter. And we can start at the top of Psalm the 37th chapter. Because really the climax to this thing is the resistance, the final battle between the elites of Esau versus the elect of the nation of Israel. That's really what it boils down to, man. Everybody else is just collateral damage, man. You know? And that's how movies end. You know, the climax of movies, you know, you always have these different skirmishes, but it always ends with the good guy against the bad guy, man. So that's why we know right now, this is that time. You know, and the Lord have thrust his men out into the forefront. Matter of fact, a quick scripture coming out, get 1 Corinthians 4:9 real quick. Let's start off with that real quick. Because when you go into the so-called culture of so-called black people, you had all these different movements, whether it was in the form of the Black Panthers or you know, the NAACP, whatever group that emerged, right? But it fizzled out, man. Why? Because the Yahweh Shah wasn't with that, man. You know? The Lord saved the best for last, just like a movie. Any great movie director gonna have it where the two main characters gonna clash at the end. The end is better than the beginning. Oh, and that script, hey, somebody can hold that too, man. Look at that's in the 7th chapter. So that's the climax right there, man. All right. So what up?
Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and 9. It says, "For I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles last."
See, I set forth the Lord said he set forth the apostles last. That's why when you read the story of Yahweh Shah, you had the host of the wedding. He said, "Hold up, you saved the best wine for last, man." That was symbolic to this philosophy, this idea that was going to be presented. And that's the best. Like if you consider a show, right? If you promote the show, you're gonna have an opening act. You're gonna have the headliner, man. Okay, that's what you're gonna have, right? And this is the stage where that show is being played out, man. The actions of Yahweh Shema Shah. And you looking at the men. You looking at us, man. This thing hidden in plain sight, man. The Lord's so bad, man. The Lord said his men right out here amongst you, man. You know, right here in the latter days. Okay? But again, read that again.
This is 1 Corinthians.
Oh, and real quick, you got people that's looking for a sign from the Lord. But this is a sign. It was amazing. It was foretold that the Lord would have men out here on the streets teaching here in the latter days, man. This that sign. Yep. The Prophet Jonah. Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians 4 and 9. "For I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles last, as it were approved to death, for we are made a spectacle."
See that? Oh, you can't make that up. We are made a spectacle, right? You look at everywhere you go to these various camps, you got cameras all over the place. We're a spectacle, man. Yeah, people taking pictures. They're looking at us as if we're an exhibition, man. You know why? Because we look like we've really been teleported from the ancient world. Here it is, we out here with ancient garbs. We got Bibles all over the place. We got pictures, unconventional pictures of mysteries. What part of the game is that, man? All right, really, you people should be inquiring of this, man. You know, but that's a part of the dynamic of the Lord hiding this thing in plain sight.
Right.
See, the Lord heaven, man. The Lord said, I think that's Isaiah the 6th chapter, where the Lord said he made their ears fat, right? Why? Because the Lord bound by his word. If you was to hear this word and believe on it, then now you will be converted and the Lord will be forced to heal you, man. But see, See, the Lord blinded you so much to where it's right in your face. It's up close and personal now. Yet you can't get it. And you don't even inquire about it, man. Scriptures say they have not acquired at my mouth. Right? That's the prophet. Go ahead.
Yep, it says, for we are made a spectacle in the world, and to the angels, and to men.
Whoa, now, and to men. What men? The basis of men. That's dealing with the rulers right now. What that was, Psalms 37, you got something out? You got that Psalm 37? Start at the top. The point round, the 12th verse, start at the top.
It's on Psalm 37:1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers.
What? Fret not thyself because of evildoers. Now, what's that? Real quick, give me Isaiah 13 real quick. Because this is the climax of the movie. You know how like you might have, an up-and-coming guy in a movie, right? And he might be doing this thing, but then all of a sudden, his reputation precedes him. Then all of a sudden, it reached the ears of the boss or something like that. And who is this guy? Then all of a sudden, it set the stage for these two guys to clash. Then you have a change of the guard, so to speak. That's what's going on, man. All right, this thing started going back, and it has progressed until now. And really, what was going on? The Lord was entering up. So the Lord deals with gradualism. You know, you go into that. The Lord deals with gradualism. You know, you look up that word gradualism, right? That's how the Lord deals. So what? The Lord gradually let this thing play out, man. Now all of a sudden we have reached the ears to those who seize control of the entire planet Earth, man. See, this is bigger than just some Islamic nigga in a kufi. They don't take none of you serious, man. Guess who take us serious, even if you don't take us serious? The elites, those who seize control of all the resources on the planet Earth, man. Right? Who dominate, that's who take us serious. They can't even sleep over us, man. See? So what's it called? Oh, Isaiah 13 real quick.
Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13:2. Lift you up a banner upon the high mountain.
What's the banner? The scriptures. Because we're not coming in our own spirit. This is not something, no elaborate plan we concocted and we get the brother come down from NY. You know, we all send text message, group message. Hey, we don't teach this. No, man. This is the spirit of the Lord, man. And it's all based upon this book. That's why I said lift up this banner. Go ahead.
It said lift you up a banner upon the high mountain.
And the high mountain is America. Okay, this is the highest government conceivable out here in this realm on the planet Earth right now. This is the wickedest place ever erected, man. We be often saying it, like, oh, we in Babylon. Shit, this is Babylon. That's crazy. Go ahead.
It says, exalt the voice unto them.
And that's what we doing. We exalting the voice. Now that don't necessarily mean you got to scream, because some brothers, you don't prove that because you do your sit downs, you ain't screaming. Exalt means you put this word to the forefront. This word has been, you got it.
Publishing, man.
Yep, but ooh, that's it.
Which means make public, right?
Right, that's it.
So that's why we out here, man. You don't say here no other words published right now except for this Bible, man.
Right.
By the prophets of the Lord. Right?
Yep. Hey, that's true, man.
And don't the
You got it, my brother. Go ahead.
Don't the scripture say about those that publish the word? Is that in Psalms?
Yep, that's it. Yep.
Blessed are they?
Yeah, come on, let me get that for you.
Hey, the word got to come out, man.
That's right.
The word got to come out of your mouth. That's why I think it was Jeremiah who said it's like a stone, it's like a fire in your mouth, man.
Yeah,
you got to let it go. Here it goes. You might be a brother that's quote unquote introvert. You got nothing to say majority of your life, man. Right? And here it is when the camera, when you learn this word, and then the camera come on. You got everything to say about the scriptures, man. You got a story to tell. Because the Lord wants this message pushed out, man, to the four corners.
That's right.
And that's why, through the Spirit, that's why the Apostle of the Heart did a video on it. It's a unicorn right here, man. So now the word of the Lord is actually getting sent out through the four corners of the earth by way of the internet. We don't have to travel to Troas. And back in the day, back in the time of the apostles, the Apostle Paul had to travel to all of these different places, man. The Apostle Paul got shipwrecked, but he got bitten by a snake, right? These events happen. Now how the word get out? Through the internet. So you can stay put literally where you are and push this word, right?
I got something for you too, real quick. This is Psalm 68 and 11. The Lord gave the word great was the company of those that published it.
Hey, that's great. That's why the brotherhood is great.
Woo!
Hey, the brotherhood, right? Hey, the brotherhood is great, man. Because how else you gonna learn this word? You ain't gonna learn it through this Babylonian education system.
Yeah.
You're not gonna learn it. You could go to the highest paid schools out here, the most prestigious school. You're not gonna learn about the end times, prophecy, eschatology, what's to come, who are you, what's to come of your people, your lot. All right. You learn that through your men who the Lord raised up.
Right.
And the Lord willing, you be one of those men, and it's a glorious time to be one of those men.
Right.
Not only you start walking the way the Lord, which is pleasing to the Lord, you start being able to sup with brothers who you never met before, who you would have had nothing in common with. The society, going along with the curses of the Bible in Deuteronomy 28, the society pins us against each other.
Yeah.
All right, here it goes. I'll see a brother that look just like me, but in this street, in America, in this world, in this realm, in this satanic place we live in, that's my enemy now. So here it is. When I travel to different places, I got enemies that look like me. That's wicked, man. That's not how it's supposed to be. But in the truth, it's a brotherhood. So we are blessed, man.
Right.
We blessed through the spirit of Yahweh Shemi.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall work my mate. For my mouth he hath commanded, and his spirit he hath gathered.
You got one more time?
Right. This is Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate.
Hey, and the good thing about the scriptures is that it's prophetic, man. So in a world full of darkness, which the scriptures tell you, gross darkness shall cover the earth, you got a vision, you got a light, you got a lantern, man. In the book of Psalms, it says the word is a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path. You literally got something that's telling you how this thing all gonna end. You don't gotta get washed up no more in the way society, you know, the waters, the tide of where society drags you, man. All right? Which most of our people end up dead, in jail, all right, or broke. It ain't no real life to live out here anyway. This ain't living.
Yep.
So the scripture said, none of these shall fail. The prophecies are not gonna fail. We can depend on them. We rely on them. We believe in them. We hope in them. The scriptures say that you need to hasten the day. We hope that they come sooner.
Right. Money crash, man.
Right. The dollar crashing.
Everybody want that.
Oh man, anytime we hear news about coronavirus,
Yeah, that's good.
all right, it could be something small, but it's glorious. It's news to us, it's music to our ears.
Right.
Because we dependent on this society to fall in order for Yahweh Shah's kingdom to rise up.
Yeah, God. It says, no one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it had commanded.
We say none shall want a mate. A mate is something that's equal of value, basically. So what other book is equal of value to the Bible? None can mate with the book. None can match with the book.
Right.
Because this is a holy book. And it's revered amongst all nations of people. Everybody knows about the Holy Bible, but nobody can figure it out because it wasn't given unto them to decipher it. It's given into a select few men. In the world, they look at us like we just supposed to be niggas, right?
Yeah.
But here, lo and behold, we the prophets of the Lord that was sent by the Most High to warn our people in the end times.
Right.
Now everything's getting flipped on their head. Because according to them, we just supposed to be niggas, man. We ain't supposed to know nothing, man. Right?
Yeah, I got something real quick. 1 Corinthians 1, starting at verse 25, it says, because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than man, and the weakness of the Most High is stronger than man. For you see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called, but the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
Here it is, man. You know, that's what, when you look at us, they don't consider us wise at all. No Harvard Law School students back here. No Ivy League graduates back here. All right? Majority of us probably many brothers don't even got a GED. They understand this word, man. Because the Lord chosen the foolish of this world. All right? The men that's considered in this society base. lowly, don't have anything. That's who the Most High chose to obtain His word. And so now that you have us on the corners teaching some of these theology scholars out here, man, that them paid, they in debt $100,000 right now.
They need to be paying us.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right? But it's all for the word. It's all for the love of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah. Because brothers got families, brothers got things to do. Yeah, and still, we put this word first, man.
Right.
That's what it take to be a believer and faithful, man.
Right.
You got something real quick?
It's they got more.
Okay.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 13. Now, when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, they marveled. And they took knowledge of them that they had been with Yahweh Shah.
Right. So here it is. Peter and John. Is that Peter and John? Unknowledgeable men. So you don't have to go through Esau's school system or have any type of prestige out here to understand this Bible, man. For the Lord to sup with you. In the Revelations, it said if you knock, right, or He knocketh at the door, and basically you have to open, all right, or it could be vice versa. I hope I'm not butchering that, but the Lord will sup with you.
Yep.
You know, you pray to the Lord, you ask the Lord to deal with you in this word that you that you believe that He's a Savior. He gonna sup with you, man.
Right.
No matter how lost. As a matter of fact, the more lost, the better, because the Lord comes for the ones that
That's
need
true.
the physician, that need the most healing. Yeah, He take them from the lowest positions, man. That's where the wicked Pharisees and Sadducees, they used to try to come at Yahweh Shah, because He would be supping and eating and dining with some of the publicans and the sinners of that time. And the Pharisees would say, look at this man. He can't be righteous. Look who he's with. Yeah, and still, the Lord would return that back. He fired back by saying, it's these men that are needing healing, not you that seem to be already here.
And if I may too, I just tell you how the Lord's strength is so in weakness. You know, His strength is strong in weakness. So that's how He really can show His work. You know?
That's it.
King David, for example, taking down the mighty Goliath. He could have easily rose up, a mighty man of Israel. No, King David. So his power.
That's right.
It's all about magnifying Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah.
Right.
Because I'll tell you, I was a nobody in this world, and I still ain't.
All of it, me too.
Yeah, ain't never been nobody in this world.
All right, brother.
All right? Ain't nobody ever got out their way for me, or held the seat for me, or held the door for me, you know? But through the Spirit of the Lord willing, I'm one of those men. You know how glorious it is to be a part of that number? All right? The scripture tell you they're going to marvel at the salvation, all right, when it comes, and say, these the men? These men? These guys?
Like that. Yeah, that's bad.
That's all.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 3. And they repented and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, a proverb and of reproach.
Yeah, a proverb and a reproach, sometimes in derision, meaning they had us all messed up. We from that group of men, that group of people on this side who are jacked up out here in this world, man. We the lowest people on this scale right now, as it is right now. Negroes, Latinos, and Native ain't nothing lower than that. When you come to this society, all you gotta do is do a little better than a nigga, and you all right. You gonna have an apartment, you know.
That's the measuring stick.
That's the measuring stick. As long as you ain't doing the same level as
what a nigga doing.
Doing a little better, you're all right. You're gonna have a car, you're gonna have nice things, you know. But we the ones in derision, so they're gonna see us be glorified with the coming of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah. Not by ourselves, our own might.
Verse 4. We fools accounted his life for madness, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High?
Yeah, how he get it, man? That's how they look at us for real, man. You walk down the street, man, or we got these ancient world garments on, and they laughing at us, man. It's laughable. The scriptures tell you that, you know, we mock, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they laughing at us, man. This is a big joke to them. Edomites walk by us, they laugh, man.
Right.
Yeah, and still they're going to be saying that very same thing. How are they numbered amongst the saints? Amongst the ones that, because the chariot's going to come out of the sky and beam up these men who've been amongst us forever. All right, go ahead.
Continue on. Yes, yeah. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints?
His lot is amongst the saints, man. All right, yeah, that's the best they can do. All right, so it's all about having your lot amongst the saints, man. Being glorified, man. Being part of that number. See, the Lord. The scripture tell you where there is no vision, the people perish. We got the vision was given to us, man. Like the brother just read, none shall be unmade. We got the perfect vision about what's to come, and we supping with it, we dealing with it. And Yahweh Shah is building us up. As time goes on, we only get more excited about his coming, getting more understanding about his coming, having more knowledge, getting more brotherly. We receiving this truth through the Spirit of the Lord. We receiving it, man. You know, we taking it on like a breastplate. We're preparing ourselves for the times ahead. We're getting that warning. Because the majority of the scriptures is what? It's a warning call. You got to wake up to what? The fact that you got enemies. The fact that there's all type of pestilences, diseases that the Lord's about to send out here, plagues. The Lord said, I'll send you plagues in the book, in 2nd Ezra. So we getting ready for some real hardships. We don't got time to be dwelling on whatever the situation is now, because it's going to get 10 times worse anyway. Right?
This is Proverbs 20:23. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
Yeah, it is, man. It's going to be 2/3 of our people as simple as hell. In Zechariah 13:8. 2/3 of our people is not going to foresee through the scriptures, through the prophets, through us being out here, starting with the apostles. They're not going to foresee the coming of the day of the Lord. They're going to be completely into whatever's going on right now. Complete right, narrow-minded Israelites, man. Like how you got blinders on a horse, you can't see the peripheral. Yeah. They put that on the horse so that it don't start going off track. But Jake out here is blinded in the worst way. You don't see how this place is about to crash, man.
This is Proverbs 4:25. Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Under the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Move thy feet.
Hey, that's what real focus is. That's what real focus is. That's what focus is.
I get it from the time. Yep. This is Proverbs 4, starting at 25 again. Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee.
That means you ain't supposed to be wandering around, trying to figure out how you're going to make it in the society. All of that American dreaming, we don't do that back here, man.
That's right.
All right? The only dream that's about to come true is Yahweh Shah's vision. Nebuchadnezzar's dream.
Man, that's bad. Yeah, that's
right?
Going on for thousands of years.
Yeah. Right?
That's heavy.
I mean, we talking about prophecies of that long, 2,000-year-old prophecies about to come to pass now, man.
Woo. Right.
Man. Yep. It says, ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil.
Remove thy foot from evil. So it ain't time to go off, man. It ain't. You gotta get every avenue of your life, every aspect gotta be on point to the best of your ability. You're gonna go off. You're gonna sin against your power, but you know to repent. You know to ask the Lord for forgiveness. You know to not be making these mistakes over and over and over again, man. You know to learn from your mistakes, man. And so that's how you progress in this truth, man. That's how you become better. You start being able to rely on yourself in more situations than before, because them demons ain't going to attack you in the same area once you adjust it to it, once you're more prepared to it. You want to say something about it?
Verse 13, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Hey, that's Christianity, man. That's everything that you think you could obtain salvation without going through the straight gate. You lost, man. You lost. And guess what? You still got time for the Lord to redeem you. But you gotta enter in through that straight gate. What straight mean? Position of difficulty. Hard gate. Why is this gate so hard? Not only because the Lord wanted it to, but you gotta be able to willing to sacrifice a lot of things that you had on the table before you came into this truth, man. Now, how many of us wanted to just raise a family in a quiet home, white picket fence, and just work a 9 to 5 and just live life like that? All right, that was an American dream. We gave it all up, man, through the Spirit of the Lord, man. And don't turn back either. Right? So enter in at the straight gate.
Yes, it's enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth into destruction, and there be many which go thereat.
So we know the majority of people out here is going to die. Terrible, terrible deaths, man. Why? Because they believe in this society. And they ain't going through the right gate. Go ahead.
Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
Right? Few that be that find it, man. Because it's found in the scriptures. The majority of our people don't want to read the Bible anyway. The scriptures say, blessed is he that readeth. Right? You gotta be, your face gotta be in this book, first and foremost. Right? You gotta be reading. You gotta be, scripture, what is it, Joshua 1:8? That's one of my favorite.
Hey, can I add something to you? I was saying, there's an old saying, you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. And this is that book. Jake ain't got the attention span to study, you know?
Yeah, man. And that's why it's a position of difficulty too.
That's right.
I think it's in the Apocrypha, it says like worrisome. To me,
the second Ezra 8:1, it says, and he answered me saying, the Most High have made this world for many, but the world to come for few. I'll read it again for you. This second Ezra 8, and starting at verse 1, it says, and he answered me saying, the Most High have made this world for many, but the world to come for few. And I will tell thee a similitude, Ezra, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee that it giveth much mold whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of. Yep, so you know the earth, you walk out your house and you see dirt everywhere. That's accessible, but where's the gold? That's the elect. I'm gonna continue for you. It says, but little dust of gold cometh of, even so is the course of this present world. There be many created, but few shall be saved.
That's it, man. The Lord got a short list. And when you go into Revelation 7, you see how short that is. When you go to Zechariah 13:8, you see how small that is. The Lord he wants to always deal with a small group. Going back into the time of when we was at war with the Midianites, I believe. And it was, they had to drink the water. Right. So the number went from in the thousands down to 300 men who was able to scare off all of Midian. That was the book of Judges, right? Yeah. So the Lord, because he got to deal with small numbers, because if we was 500 deep, we had all types of Jakes jumping on the ship. Because Jake can see the numbers and they jump on that. For one, they feel safe. So if you're going to rely on the numbers, you ain't relying on your house shot. There it is. It'll be a camp of 5. It'll be a camp of 2 in some states. It'll be a camp of 1 man in certain states. And that'll grow. And so the Lord deals with smaller numbers for that reason, to show his power, to show his might. So they can't use, the other nations can't use it as, oh, well, they had more than us. That wasn't the case. Right.
This Joshua 1:8. It says this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, and thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
Take a diligent study, man. Right? Because like the Bereans in the scriptures in the book of Acts, once they was basically they would hear something different or new about the scriptures, they go and research it. They go and look it up. And so we the same, man. When we hear certain things that sound a little off, we gonna go back on that. And if it needs rebuking, we gonna rebuke it. Like as men would say, men are saying now, John the Baptist, they're saying John the Baptist basically is awful, it's going awful, he's never in the truth. But we gotta go back and refute that. Where in the scriptures with John the Baptist teaching another doctrine that Yahushua didn't teach? John the Baptist thought that the kingdom of heaven was at hand too. Just like Yahushua. John the Baptist, when they asked him, are you the Messiah? He said, I'm not. He said, but I know who is. And when Yahushua walked by, he said, that's the Messiah, that's him. And some of his men followed Yahushua immediately. And so when people come against us, man, we know what it is. You know, I mean, when people come against his truth, you know what it is. You got to go back into the scriptures and discern, man. All right,
Can I say something too real quick? Also, John, and this is the heavy, you know, the brother asked us, why can all the groups come together? That's one of the reasons right there. You know, and then we think about John the Baptist, he said, behold, the Son of the Most High, who is to take the sins of the world. That's more direct than we get. So how can he be against Yahushua? He proclaimed Yahushua to be the guy that's going to take the sins away from Israel. So how can this man be in the truth? Couldn't be in the truth?
Okay.
Hey, can I real quick get something? I want to just add what my brother was bringing out a little earlier. This Ecclesiastes 11 and 16, it says, therefore say, thus saith the Lord power, and this answers the question of everybody coming together and all that as well. Although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet I will be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come.
Okay.
Yep, so that means the Lord is calling a small number. In contrast to Israel, Israel is a big nation, man. So the 144,000 to 1/3, that's really a lot of jakes. But in comparison to Israel, it's small. You know?
Listen real quick, I'm gonna bring something out for you. In Jeremiah 5 and 5, it says, I will get me unto the great men and will speak unto them.
Hey, that's bad, you know. And if you're viewing it through spiritual lenses, why is that word great then, man? There's no coincidence you have men that come under the banner of great millstone here in the latter days, man. So the Lord said he will get unto the great men. Yep, go ahead out.
And will speak unto them.
And will speak unto them. How is the Lord speaking unto us? Through the scriptures. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, for they have known the way of the Lord.
Ooh, for they have known the way of the Lord, man. How do you know the way of the Lord? Through knowing, you know the Lord by knowing the scriptures. Right. Which we can't claim, you know, we can't garnish that type of, we can't pat ourselves on the back for that. The Lord equipped us with the necessary attributes, if you will, to be able to navigate through the scriptures. Man. We were designed a certain way. You know, it was woven in our fabric to be raised up here in the latter day, baby, going to this intricate book right here. This book got a lot of twists and turns, man. This book have fascinated ambassadors, man. Okay, it's baffled scientists and historians. You got brothers like us out here going into the scriptures effortless, man. It's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shema Shah. All right?
Cheers.
Oh, you see it?
Cheers.
Bro, let me keep going. It's like, y'all, go ahead.
I got a quick pre-sub just dealing
Oh, we got more on this too.
okay.
Nah, this was what I'm looking.
Okay, cut.
Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes Sirach, chapter 10, and I started 30. It says, the poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches.
So like, read that.
Yeah, this is it's like Ecclesiastes Sirach 10 and 30. It says the poor man is honored for his skill.
Woo, the poor man is honored for his skill, man. You know, go ahead.
And the rich man is honored for his riches.
And the rich man is honored for his riches. Go ahead.
It said, he that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches?
Right, and that's dealing with the men that you see right now, man. We being honored in poverty, man. How much more in riches? But there's a contrast, there's a yin-yang to that too. Go ahead.
It said, he that is dishonorable in riches.
And who is dishonorable in riches? Esau. He got everything at his disposal, man. Yet,